This might just be the best lens I have ever bought. Hello ladies and gents, I'm doing a review for you today. It's the Sigma 16mm f1.4 contemporary lens, and quite honestly it is one of the best lenses I have ever used. I use it every single day on pretty much every project, every YouTube video I create, and I'm going to tell you why today. I'm going to look at a few things. I'm going to look at the sharpness, the low light capabilities, the autofocus, the field of view which the lens gives you, the build of it, and the price. Now without further ado, the sharpness. This is a sharp lens. I've used quite a few Sigma lenses, usually in the art series, and they're well known for being lovely sharp lenses. And because this was a cheaper model, I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to be. But if you look at these shots, you can see at different f-stops, it is a sharp lens. It's lovely. And this is the budget version in the Sigma series. And to be honest, there isn't enough about the next lens up that would make me spend the extra money. This really is a nice sharp lens. Moving on to its low light performance, this is a shot at f1.4 and it is just lit by the television in my main room. And as you can see, it's really good in low light. It's seeing more than my own eyes can see. It looks really, really good. Obviously, you don't want to shoot at f1.4 all the time because you're not going to have much in focus. It's not the sharpest point of the lens to use, but it looks great. If you need to use it in low light, you're going to get away with using it. It is brilliant. Now autofocus, this does have a lot to do with the camera body you're using, but this lens is really quick to autofocus. I'm pairing it up with the Sony a6300, which as you know is well known for being a good autofocus camera, and it just works so well. If you look at this shot here, I'm moving the lens from backwards and forwards, I'm moving it left to right, and it's remaining in focus throughout. The only time I've noticed it going out to focus a little bit, if I was running towards the camera quite fast, it wouldn't always keep me in focus. It might catch up. But if you're using a nice smooth shot, say you're using it on a gimbal, which again, it's a nice wide lens, it's going to be great on a gimbal, it will stay in focus with your subject, particularly if you've got face recognition switched on your camera. The autofocus is quite brilliant. The field of view of this lens is great. I'm using it on a super 35mm sensor, so really it's the equivalent of around a 24mm, but it's brilliant. If you're doing any vlogs on YouTube, holding the camera at arm's length, this is the kind of image you're getting. Nicely composed in the middle, you're not getting any bowing and wide face look, which obviously you get with a wider lens. And if you're using it in quite a cramped space, you're getting a lot in shot. It's really good. It does make a lovely pairing with a gimbal. You can stay quite close to your subject, so if you're using the microphone on top of the camera, I'm using the Rode Video Micro, it picks up the sound lovely and clean, and you don't have to be that far away from your subject. It works so well. There is quite a bit of weight to this lens, and I like that. It's great. It feels robust. If I dropped it, which I've been lucky enough not to yet, it does feel like it would probably bounce. And that's obviously what you want. You want protection with your lens. It is a solid build lens, and the weight I love, because on a wide lens, if I'm using this on a small camera, I like a bit of weight so I can have a steadier shot. So I don't necessarily have to set it up on a gimbal if I'm moving just a small distance to get a nice steady shot. I can get it with this lens, maybe smooth it out in post a little bit, and it doesn't look like you've not used a gimbal. It's really steady, so it's really good for that. The build quality is good. The price is great. I picked this lens up for around £300 last year. I think it still goes for about that. Might find it a little bit cheaper on eBay. But the next price up for 16mm, you're looking at probably double the price, and not necessarily as sharp or as fast a lens. I think this is quite a bargain for the price you're paying for it. You get so much. As I said, I use this pretty much every single day. There's not a situation I can't find to use it unless I really do need a long lens. It's so good. It just ticks all the boxes. If I was to lose it or break it, I would certainly be buying it again. It doesn't break the bank, and it's such a useful lens. It's brilliant. Hopefully you found this useful. There's a lot of test footage online for this lens, but if you'd like me to do a autofocus video for you, I know that's quite important, I will do a dedicated autofocus video too based on this lens. It is a really good lens, and for the price point I don't think you're going to get better for your 16mm. If you're using it on a crop sensor, I would highly recommend buying this lens. Hopefully you found this useful. If you did, subscribe to my channel and give me some more ideas what you'd like to see. Let me know in the comments below. I don't often do many reviews, but I do like to do them. They are nice to really see what you think of a lens. And we all have a different opinion on them, and I know when it comes to buying a new lens, or any gear for that matter, it's nice to get a few different opinions and reviews, especially if you can see some test footage. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.